everyone, it is Thursday, the 23rd of June. The time is 4:17 p.m. and the temperature is 28 degrees. I'm in Chinatown in Singapore, and my plan is to follow Newbridge Road to Hill Street and keep walking for, I'd say, around half an hour or so. We'll see where we get. It's a little bit overcast day today, so there's occasional rain. I have an umbrella, so no worries. But we'll see how it goes in terms of the weather. If you'd like to see a little bit more of how Chinatown over there in Pagoda Street looks like, this is Chinatown MRT here. I just recorded a video which hopefully will be up on the channel just before this one, and you can have a look at Chinatown and also Armenian Street if you like, and that area near Clarke Street. So that's where I've just come from, but I'm not going back in the same place immediately, so if that's something interesting for you, then please go and have a look. Places here having quite a few diners actually for a Thursday afternoon, or starting to be evening soon. They're very busy on the weekends, Fridays. It's a lovely street view. Mosque Street. And the city is having a busier feel. See, I'm just walking around in my thought and looking at things. So nice to be back though. One of the reasons why I'm so looking at everything is I've been away for over a month. I had to sort out my living situation still. And things have worked out pretty well now, hopefully. I'm back for a few weeks and then going back to Europe to enjoy the European summer, which is short, especially in Finland. So I'll go see the summer for a little bit and just enjoy that right up across the street here before coming back again more permanently to Singapore. That's really cute. Would make for a very nice photo, especially a little later on. I wonder if you can put your own lock here. Put your names on them, at least people have. Another entrance to the MRT here. So yeah, super nice and lovely to be back in Singapore. The weather has been good for me, even though it's a little bit overcast. I actually quite like that. It hasn't been too hot. It's been very pleasant to walk around today. I'll make a detour through where the entrance to the shopping center is. So you still, just as a quick update, most of you will be familiar with this anyway, but you still wear masks on buses, MRT, and in general inside. Oh, there's thunder around now. We'll see if we get a little bit of rain as well. But yeah, you also see the majority of people wearing masks outside, which I know some of you have been asking me. while I was away, and I've been hesitant to say if that's the case still, but yeah, it definitely is still pretty much the same. A little bit more people now around who have ditched their masks outside, but I'd say the majority of people do wear their masks outside, far away from people as well. Not if they're jogging or sort of exercising, that sort of thing. But here in the city, yes, still see masks on everyone basically. So that's just, I guess, something to that might be interesting for a few people who have been asking. And also, in case you're coming, you don't have to. You can walk outside without your mask. It's allowed. It's just that people are choosing to use them. That's the Hong Lim Park with the speakers corner. I think we'll have a nice city view as we cross Upper Pickering Street here. Definitely having some thunder very close by, but it's not raining yet. We'll see, we might get a bit of rain. I wouldn't be too surprised with that sound going around. We're still on Newbridge Road until the bridge, hence the name Newbridge. Bit of wind picking up as well. Wonder if there's a storm coming. There we go. Try to get a view towards the city there. I'll walk through the edge of the park, but I'll stay on Newbridge Road after Clarke station, MRT station there. I was hoping to get a view of the hotel there with the greenery going up. Maybe if I go a little bit further. And to my right now would be Old Quay, Raffles Place, all of that central business district there. And it's a well-known places really. Well, I think we can get a view here. This is such a nice hotel. From the outside at least. I've never been inside. Such an iconic look for this part of town. Although I've at the same time walked a little bit too far along for my crossing. That's okay. We get a view towards the city there. I'll try to take a few bigger steps, so at least if it changes to green now I won't miss it because I made the detour. So here we go, crossing North Canal Road. And Clarke would be ahead of us there on the left, and the city on, well, that's a little bit misleading I guess, but the sort of the area with the most city feel is definitely still in central business district, but yeah, the taller buildings are to my right. There's Clarke Quay Central on the other side. This side we still seem to be having renovation. But I think once they do get that done, it seems like the building behind there, I think they just kept the front of the building, the facade. They're building something else there. But it does look like it will be very pretty. I hope so. They're going to make a run of it. That's not the smartest idea on New Bridge Road. It gets fairly busy. There's also pedestrian bridge right there and a crossing. I think I might cross that we get a view towards Clarke Quay. Vault storage. They're selling coins and gold. We're at Carpenter Street, just a small stretch here. I think this renovation has been going on, or construction, I don't know, has been going on for ages. I remember walking through here quite a few times, sort of going past it and around it. I'm not actually going to cross here, just for the reason that the light was just changing. I'll see if I use the underpass there. Emergency vehicle going by. It's an ambulance. Apologies for the noise. We do have a view of Marina Bay Sands and Fullerton Hotel at the back there. A little bit of the Asian Civilizations Museum. Clarke Quay's on the other side. We're not seeing it so well from here. I think over the weekend I'll definitely make my way there as well. But maybe today I just that's the kind of glimpse we get of Clarke Quay, and I'll stick to this side. There's the thunder again. It does feel, it suddenly has that feel in the air of sort of heavier air. Let's see if I can do this. A couple of running steps there, sorry. But I did make it. I didn't want to get stuck in the lights. So we're now on Hill Street. That's after the bridge. We're leaving New Bridge Road and turning to Hill Street now. Just seen a lightning strike. So I guess it's definitely a thunderstorm brewing. Armenian Park. One entrance is on my left there through the stairs. That would probably not be a great idea in this weather. Just reached a light as it turned red. There's something weird going on with my knee for a bit, but I think I managed to shake it off. So good that the light was changing, otherwise I would have had to stop anyway to do that. And we are going to have to wait for a little bit for cars and bikes to turn here. I think then we get to a more interesting stretch of Hill Street. Just coming to a Funan mall right after the light. It's a long light cycle here for such a, it seems like such a small turn, but of course it's from a major road, so that affects things. And we have a green light finally. I think that light is just on all the time too. It's a bit, yeah. So the warning sign for cars is on whether there's a car coming or not. So you walk here a couple of times and you start assuming it doesn't mean anything. There's that risk at least. It's the entrance to a Funan mall. But we could have a quick look. It's quite an interesting one. Let's just go in and have a look. Now you can do this sort of thing without getting your trays together and things. You do have to wear your mask, but pretty much you can just walk in. There's a lot of sort of games and technology themed stuff through here. Brompton bikes. I've seen quite a few people doing at least some videos of Singapore on those bikes. Maybe not consistently, but a couple of them are out there. Quite interesting to see. I don't think I'm going to go up, although... Oh, here's the climbing wall. Should we go and have a look at it? Maybe I can have a look at the climbing wall from here. There they are, making a go of it. So that's in the middle of the shopping center, and you can go and climb these. Maybe we'll get a view directly down, and there's a movie theater there. Lovely cakes there. So let's see if we can get a view over here. It's a little bit tricky. I'd have to go down to actually get a good view, but you can see how people are attempting a climb here. That's kind of a interesting thing to have at a shopping center at the very least. There are a lot of cakes around. So cakes, tech, bikes, and climbing walls. It's an interesting place. I'm sure I'll come back and explore all of the different levels at some point. I've done, I think, a video that ends here on another level as well. But today it's just a quick look. I should maybe, I don't know, what do you think? Should I go and record more videos where I walk through the whole shopping center? It's not really my scene. I don't do a lot of shopping myself, but I can go and explore. For example, I think Funan is quite a fun place to have a look at. Suntec City might be another one that's huge. That would really make for a walking video covering some distance, actually. So that might be an idea. You can let me know if that would be something you want to see. This is an older place. There are, in this shopping center, there are actually some very interesting shops inside on the lower levels. You go and explore. Can I make it? Well, they won't run me over, so I guess I did make it. Let's cross here as well. A lot of crossings in one. Just taking my chances as they come. There's the Children's Museum, Singapore. They used to have a nice statue on the outside, but I have a feeling they're renovating. Looks fairly closed. Lovely building though. Oh, there is at least an office. I don't know if there's an entrance. So a couple of older shopping centers there. Behind Funan or next to it. We have a chicken at the Armenian Apostolic Church of Saint Gregory the Illuminator from 1835. It's a lovely building, and they have this great little statue of an angel on the side there. Celebrating 185 years in Singapore. Oh, there are chickens in the tree. I've seen that a couple of times, and I wondered where was it that I saw them on a really taller tree than this. I was really surprised that they sort of go up that high. I think it was in Pasir Ris by the beach. That's a very, very pretty, a little bit smaller church. And the Peranakan Museum would be on my left there, but I think it's still being renovated, as is this bigger building here. Also very impressive. Oh, you can now actually, let's go. So last time I was here at the Peranakan Museum, they had covered the whole front of the building, and it's such a beautiful building. I think we can now see some of it, even though the renovations are still going on. I think that will be now visible how beautiful that is. You can even see it from now, from here. I was making my way there on purpose the last time, and it was completely covered. I don't think you can still come for a visit, and I think it was a long time before they opened. But it is a really, really nice building. And also this whole street here is quite cute. And you got the grounds of the first botanic garden here on Armenian Street as well. It's got lovely, lovely, lovely plants around, some wall paintings. It's a great museum to visit as well once it does open. I've been years ago, obviously, with the pandemic, and then the renovations. This is again in 2023. So you cannot go now, sorry. But it will be back, and it will be beautiful. We have some wall paintings. And it's a great little street to walk through. Very beautiful. Look at this. We have information on the United Chinese Library. And we're coming to the Singapore Management University campus here, SMU. So that's Armenian Street, very, very pretty. And lots of greenery with the signs and plants. about the first botanic garden. It is starting to rain a little bit now. I'll see if I need an umbrella when I come out of this covered walkway here. Well, maybe I'll cross down the road here since we have a green light. School of Business here. And that's Victoria Street now. Hill Street to my right and Victoria Street to my left. Oh, we got quite a bit to cross, so I think I am going to attempt it, even though the bus probably would rather have me not do that. Well, they do get the turn. And I make it with a couple of seconds to spare. I think I just want to get a nice view of CHIJMES, the restored nowadays restaurant and entertainment area. We won't go and explore. I don't think it's going to be very, very busy. It's nice to come back on the weekend or in the evening when people are actually having dinner there. But I think it would make for a nice view for the end of the video. And I hope you enjoyed this walk from Chinatown along New Bridge Road to Hill Street and Victoria Street. I think that's a fairly nice view. Well, let's go in. I think that makes more sense as it's raining then. Continuing on in the rain. We'll have a little bit of a peek through here, even though it will be quiet. So it's a really interesting complex if you're not familiar with CHIJMES. It actually has a long history. One of the oldest buildings in Singapore is within the grounds, but you wouldn't necessarily see that now because it's been renovated so nicely, and it has turned into this restaurant area. Quite a few restaurants and bars down there as well. But I think that brings us nicely to the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that walk through the city center. And with these views of a few people at least dining in the afternoon, I hope I'll see you again soon.